everybody. I hope you've been having fun playing some cards. Maybe you've been playing online or playing with your family. I hope so. I loved bridge from the very first moment I played, and I was lucky enough to have two parents that played bridge as well. And my sister actually learned a tad at the same time, and we had a really good time when I was first learning playing together and helping me discover how to do some things. So I hope you're having the same experience. We didn't have online options when I was growing up, though. I didn't have a place online that I could go and play a couple of hands out with robots playing against me. So that helps too. Gives you a chance anytime you want to play that you can do it. As I told you, what I was mainly doing was having to deal out two hands, one opposite the other, and look at all four hands and decide what to do. And this exercise that I'm going to give you today, you can do the same way. You can go home, even if you don't have anyone to play with. You can take a deck of cards, deal out four hands, and see what happens. Figure things out for yourself. And then if you have someone at home that knows something about bridge, get them to come back check you if you need help. Or if you have a really strange hand, you can ask their opinion. All else fails, take a picture of it, send it to me, and I'll help you. So here we go. Let's review a little bit first, because we didn't have a bidding class yesterday, right? All we did was a play of the hand. By the way, I'm going to be redoing that video and putting it back up. I know there was some problems with the sound and the lighting a little bit, so at some point I'm going to redo that and put it up again. But here's for today. Remember our priority of contracts. If we have a choice of what suit to play or whether to play no trump, the first thing that we always look for is, could we play with a major suit as trumps, hearts or spades? And if we couldn't play with hearts or spades as trumps, what's our next choice? No trump. Last choice, minors. Minors is always kind of our last choice. We don't get as many points. We have to take a lot of tricks. It's just not any fun. Now, if you remember, if a major suit is trumps, which our major suits are hearts or spades, we get 30 points for every trick after the first six. Does anybody remember what those first six tricks are called that we must take? Book. That's what that's called. And if we're the partnership that gets to name the suit that we want as trumps, then we're the declaring side. And we must take at least six tricks and the number that we promised to take. That number we promised to take is what the bidding is all about. So here we go. Our priority of contract, majors, no trump, minors. And guess what? That's your priority of contract if you are opening the bidding. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So remember our high card points. How much was a jack? 1 point each, right. And a queen was 2. What about a king? Yep, 3. And an ace was 4. So there are 10 high card points in each suit. That's what we call those, high card points. You'll see it written as HCP. And if there's 10 points in every suit, then in a deck, you're right, 40 points. So the bidding is a conversation between you and your partner. The two things we want to talk about are the strength of our hand, how many of those aces, kings, queens, and jacks we have, and we're trying to talk to partner about what our long suits are. Which suits have the most cards? Do you remember how many cards between your two hands in one suit? What is that called? A fit? How many cards is a fit? Right, 8. 8 or more. 8 cards in one suit between our two hands is called a fit. And that's kind of what we're looking for, especially if we could do it in hearts or spades. The dealer, the person that deals the cards, has the first opportunity to tell their partner something about their hand. Now, since there's 40 high card points in a deck, what's an average number? If everybody had about what you would expect, what would that be? 10, right? We got 4 people. If everybody had an equal number, it'd be 10. So the way I teach, we need a hand that's a little bit above average to first talk to our partner about our hand. And I say we need 12. So each bid is going to consist of a number and a suit, or it could be a number and no trump. Each new bid must be higher than the previous bid. Wonder what that means. That's kind of a different concept, isn't it? We'll talk about that in just a second. And the bidding ends, we have that final contract after someone makes a bid and the next 3 players in a row say pass, pass, pass. So for instance, you don't know how it happened yet, but just for an example, if at some point I said 3 clubs and then they went pass, 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 then that would be my final contract. Clubs would be trumps, and the number of tricks I would need to take would be 3 plus book. Remember, it's always the number you bid plus 6. Okay? The suits for bidding is only important in the bidding. They have what we call a rank order of suits. Clubs is the lowest, then diamonds, then hearts, then spades, then no trump. So if you have trouble, it's alphabetical. C, D, H, and S. Clubs, diamonds, hearts, and spades. And then the highest is no trump. So gosh, that's kind of a little bit confusing, isn't it? So what does all that mean in terms of bidding? You know what? I've got something that'll help us with that. It's called a bidding box. I'm going to get one over there. I'm going to show you. William, hand me that green box over there. This is called a bidding box. When we play the type of bridge I play, duplicate bridge, we use bidding boxes. Now, you don't have to have bidding boxes to play at home and to play with friends, but a lot of people who I teach find it helps them a lot. So let's open it up. I just pull this up here, and then I turn those there. This box has every bid that you can make in bridge. If there's a bid you can make in bridge, it's in this box. Now, if you look, we have a pass card and a red card with a white X and a blue card with 2 X's. Okay, so this red card with an X, you're not going to need that for, gosh, probably a couple of months. Let's just put it down there. And this blue card with the 2 white X's, you're not going to use that for about two years. So let's put that down over there. And this alert card, you don't need that right away either. The ones we're concerned with are the pass and the numbers and symbols. So if you look, starting on this side, clubs is over on the far right. And then we have diamonds, hearts, spades, and no trump. And that's the rank order of suit. Now I'm going to do a video sometime in the next weekend or whatever to show you exactly how to use a bidding box in case you want to try them. But for right now, what I want you to see is this. Suppose that I had bid 1 spade, okay? So if I take that 1 spade bid and all of those that were lower in rank away, what's left in my box? 1 no trump. If someone wanted to bid no trump, they could bid 1 no trump because that's still there. But if they wanted to bid clubs or diamonds or hearts or spades, they would have to go to a higher level. So see what happens as you're choosing which bid you want to make. The bidding can go higher and higher and higher. So it's important that you have kind of a structure or some agreements that you and partner come to about how you're going to tell partner about your hand. And that's what bidding is. Bidding is an agreement that you and your partner make together that we're going to say things in a certain way to give you some information. And a lot of partnerships have agreements like everyone else, and some have really special agreements. You can have any kind of agreements you want, but everybody gets to know about them. You can't have private agreements just between the two of you. So if we were bidding with a bidding box, this is how the bids would get laid out on the table. And as I said, I'm going to give you a video and show you how that goes. But basically what would happen is one person bid, so this one diamond, and then the next player passed, and maybe their partner bid one heart, because hearts were higher in rank than diamonds, right? And then this person passed. Now these people don't have to pass, they just do for right now. And now our spades is higher in rank than hearts, right? So they could bid one spade to tell their partner they had some spades, and then pass. And now this hand bid two spades. When you bid the same suit as your partner, the message you're sending to them most of the time is, we have a fit. We have 8 cards in this suit between our two hands. The bidding, the agreement you come to in bidding are, how many spades did he promise his partner he had? That he now knows we have 8. Gosh, well that's what we've got to learn. Sometimes the bidding is really easy and simple, and sometimes you have a lot to tell about your hand and it gets really complex. It gets really hard sometimes. So let's see how we do. When you're opening the bidding, you still have the same priority of contracts for your same priority for your opening bid that you have for your contracts. We want to play with hearts or spades as trumps if we have at least 8. So the second thing I'm going to look for, what's the first thing? The first thing is, do I have 12 of those high card points, right? If I have at least 12 of those high card points, I'm going to open the bidding. And if I don't have 12 points, I'm going to say pass. Okay? So I'm the dealer, and I have 12 or more of those high card points. The very next thing I'm going to look for is, do I have 5 cards in either hearts or spades? And if I do, I'm going to bid 1 heart or 1 spade. If I bid 1 heart, I'm telling you, partner, I have at least 12 of those high card points, and I have at least 5 hearts. That's all I'm telling you. I have at least 12 of those high card points. I have at least 5 hearts. If I open 1 spade, I'm telling you, partner, I have at least 5 cards in the spade suit, and I have at least 12 points. What if you're lucky enough to have 5 spades and 5 hearts? Well, my Atlanta Junior Bridge group gave me this one to help you remember. You ready? If you have 5 spades and 5 hearts, you bid the highest suit in rank first. And spades are higher than hearts, right? So high 5, I'm going to bid 1 spade. When you and partner have the same agreements, you can also end up telling your partner other things about your hand. For instance, if we have 5 spades and 5 hearts, we are going to bid 1 spade. High 5, the highest in rank. So if I open 1 heart, I'm telling you I have at least 12 of those points. I'm telling you I have at least 5 hearts. But there's an underlying message there, and it's kind of, probably don't have 5 spades, because you know, because we've agreed on it, that if I had 5 spades and 5 hearts, I would have bid a spade. Bidding's like that. Once you and partner have agreements, you can tell them things by what you don't do, as well as what you do say. So, first thing I'm looking for, 12 points. Next thing is, do I have 5 cards in either hearts or spades? Well, I've got 12 points. I don't have 5 hearts. I don't have 5 spades. The next thing, My priority, majors, no trump, minors. So I'm going to look for, could I bid no trump? No trump has its very special niche. It's a really specific type of hand, shape of your hand, and a really specific number of high card points. You must have to open one no trump 15 to 17 of those high card points. The way I teach it, you won't have 5 hearts or 5 spades. We would have opened our major if we had a major. And you won't have a singleton or a void. What does that mean? Well, singleton's pretty easy. Singleton is, I don't have any suit in my hand that I have just one card. And a void, I don't have any suits that I have no cards in. I've got at least 2 cards in the suits. And usually, I won't have more than one suit that has 2 cards in it. That's called a doubleton. Okay? And then you can open 2 no or 3 no with stronger hands, but you're not likely to have those. What's my last choice? Minors. I have my 12 points. I don't have 5 hearts or 5 spades. I don't have a hand either strong enough or the right shape to open no trump. I go to minors. If one of my minors has more cards than the other, I'll typically open the minor that has the most cards, my longest minor. If they're the same length, I can open a minor with as few as 3 cards. I still have to have my 12 points, but I only promise 3 cards in a minor suit when I open a minor. If I have 3 cards in both minors, I open 1 club. Partner, I have at least 12 points. I don't have 5 hearts. I don't have 5 spades. No trumps, not there. I can't do that. And I have at least 3 clubs. If you have 4 cards in both minors, you open 1 diamond. If you have 5 cards in both minors, you open 1 diamond. Diamonds are higher in rank than clubs. High 5, I'm going to open a diamond. Couple of tips for remembering about bidding. So with 2 5-card suits, you're going to open with the highest in rank. High 5. And what's our rank order of suits? Clubs is the lowest, then diamonds, then hearts, spades, and no trumps the highest. So with 2 5-card suits, I'm going to be at high 5. I'm going to open the highest suit in rank of my 2 suits. If I have 3 of each of the minors, I'm going to open a club. And remember the symbol on a club? It has 3 petals. That's how you can remember. If I'm 3 and 3 in the minors, I'm going to open a club. And with 4 of each of the minors, I'm going to open 1 diamond. Remember, a diamond has 4 sides, 4 points. So that might help you remember. Okay, so what you can do, if you've got friends to help you, work with them. If you don't have anyone that can help you, then what you can do is just deal hands out on the table or in the floor in front of you. Deal out all your hands, make sure you have 13 cards, sort into suit, count your points, and pick an opening bid. See if you have a hand that would open. Now, one thing you can do so you don't have to shuffle so many times is once you see a hand, maybe it has 8 points. So you can't open the bidding with only 8 points, right? But you can say, okay, well, I can't open this hand. But what if I had 12 points? Based on the shape of my hand, the number of cards I have in each suit, what would I open? Well, if you're not too tired yet, I've got you. Oops, excuse me. I didn't keep that one. I've got some puzzles that I can send to you if you want me to. Some practice exercises. Send me a note and I'll send them your way if you want them. But for right now, for today, practice those opening bids. Thanks.
Great.